Hey, Sophie. Just saw your message. Oh, really? It's not just oh, really. You should contact me in advance if you're coming home. I did contact you. But since I didn't get a reply from Mom, I contacted Luna. I got permission to stay. You know Luna is David's wife, right? It's obvious that you, as my sister-in-law, would be considerate. Sophie, you really don't think things through. I do feel bad about it. The company messed up the hotel arrangements and I have nowhere to stay. There are vacancies in the next town, but it's a bit far from the client. Please let me stay for just a week. Well, I guess it's fine. You do have your room. There's no need to get mad. Anyways, I'll be at work during the day. Don't worry about me. You'd want to do things for me since I'm back, wouldn't you? You're probably eating nothing but junk every day. I want to make sure you eat properly. Junk? I do cook for myself regularly. What do you think? You become really careless when you're alone, don't you? I have to make sure tonight's dinner has plenty of vegetables. I'm fine. You can go as usual. By the way, I heard that Mom went to see a play? Yes, that's right. It was very good. I'm also thinking of doing a little shopping, so it'll take me a little longer to get home. I have the day off today. Should I come pick you up? Oh, are you sure? Aren't you tired from the long drive if you came by car? No, I've had a little rest. I'm fine. Then I might take you up on that offer. Oh, how about we eat out for dinner? I'm fine with that, but is Luna okay with it? She just went out saying she'd do a little shopping. I'll contact her. Just wait a bit. Okay, got it. Oh, but David is here too, huh? David's been on a long business trip since last week. Don't worry about it. Oh, is that so? Both of you siblings chose jobs with a lot of business trips. Must be tough. But there's the fun of being able to go to different places. Look, maybe the reason I can keep doing it, even though I get bored easily, is because of the business trips. I wish you'd take a position where you could manage people soon. Yeah, I guess so. Well, in time. Sophie, have you ever thought about remarrying? Don't you have any good people around? I've been married once, that's enough. Don't tell me you plan on being single for life. That's also life. You always have a rebuttal, don't you? Maybe that personality led to the divorce. Do you have to say it like that? And it's not like my personality had anything to do with it. Alright, I got it. Oh, Luna says you two should have a nice time. Really? Then I'll go pick her up. I'll buy Luna a souvenir on the way back. Don't waste your money like that. It's not a waste. She might have been considerate. Well, we can talk about that later. I'm taking a break at a cafe near the station, so park your car nearby. Okay, got it. Mom, I have a dinner appointment with a client on the day after tomorrow, so you don't need to prepare my dinner for a while. Okay, I got it. So what time will you be back? Let's see, around 10 p.m.? So Sophie is the last one to take a bath. Please clean the bath before you leave. Okay. Speaking of Luna. Luna? Is there something wrong? I haven't seen her in a while, and we've only met a few times. But has her atmosphere changed a bit? Why do you ask? She seems less friendly than before. Not that she's cold or anything. I just felt a bit of discomfort. Isn't it because you suddenly use her home as a hotel? Oh, that must be it. If your sister-in-law comes home to a house where she's living, it's bound to be a nuisance. I'm really sorry. I'll have to be more devoted to Luna for the rest of the few days. You don't even have time to serve. What are you talking about? All you need to do is work and go home. You don't have to say it like that. But I think it's better to be quiet and sleep rather than showing off my presence weirdly. That's right. You don't need to do anything unnecessary. I got it. But the living together is going well, right? What's that all of a sudden? Because she's living with me, right? I mean, I was fighting with my mother-in-law even though we weren't living together. I wonder how you can keep going. In your case, it wouldn't work out. It's your harsh personality that's the problem. Mom always has one too many words. Sophie and Luna are totally different, right? I think Luna is a quiet and thoughtful daughter-in-law. Well, that's good. Mom, there are very few wives who would live with their mother-in-law, so you should take care of her. I'm doing that without you telling me. But lately, Luna has been a bit difficult. Is it because I came back? Actually, I didn't want to worry Sophie, so I wasn't going to tell you. But maybe I should talk about it. What? Now that you've said it, I'm curious. Luna started treating me badly. What? Are you kidding me? I wish it was a lie, but her attitude is different when David is there and when he isn't. Before she would smile whenever I asked her anything, but lately I've been ignored a lot. Are you not pushing unreasonable demands on her? I would never do such a thing. So honestly, I didn't want to show you that. That's why you panicked when I suddenly came home. I wonder if I've done something rude. But I was trying to interact with her in a way that wouldn't make her hate me. It's possible since you often say too much. But isn't it cruel to ignore me? I can manage somehow because she's normal when David is here. I'm sure she wants me to leave as soon as possible. I don't see Luna as that type though. You wouldn't understand because you're not living with her. I can't say anything if you say that. Have you tried consulting with David? I don't want to do it. I'm too embarrassed to say that I'm being taken lightly by my daughter-in-law. It's not necessarily that you're being taken lightly. There might be some misunderstanding. And I think it would be better to ask her gently if you're worried. It's okay. It's a problem I can solve by being patient. I'm the one who's living with her, and I don't want to cause trouble. Living alone in old age is lonely after all. Even if Luna is cold to me, it's better if my son David is with me. I don't think you need to push yourself. And living with stress will only make both of us unhappy. If you're lonely, Mom, you can come to my apartment, you know. No, thanks. I don't want to go to the house of a daughter who has no plans to even have a grandchild. Oh, I see. But while I'm here, should I ask Luna gently? No, don't do anything unnecessary. Sophie is already being a nuisance as it is. I won't mention your name, Mom. It's okay. I don't want to be stirred up by someone who's not usually at home. I understand. But don't push yourself. If you have any problems, let me know. After all, a real daughter is better than a daughter-in-law. I don't think it's a good way to put it. Your attitude may be showing that you're thinking that way. Who cares? I'm not going to tell Luna anyway. And of course Luna would prefer her real parents. Well, I guess everyone thinks that way. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm going back to work now. Yes, work hard. And make sure to contact me if you can come home early. Luna, I'm sorry. I'm late. Are you still awake? Good evening, sister-in-law. Yes, I'm fine. I'm sorry for suddenly barging into your house. I'll be leaving the day after tomorrow, so please let me disturb you until then. Also, I brought some souvenirs today, so please have them for your snack tomorrow. Thank you always, sister-in-law. But you don't have to worry so much. This is your family home. Please relax and don't worry about me. Thank you. Actually, there's something I've been worried about. Can I ask you about it? Yes, what is it? Actually, I've seen Luna going into the storage shed when I came home late these past few days. She wouldn't come out for a while after going in, and it was a reoccurring thing, so it caught my attention. It's still chilly at night here, right? What are you doing in the shed every night? What am I doing, you ask? Could it be that you're hiding from my mother and enjoying some hobby? It's okay, I won't tell my mother, so relax. That's where my bedroom is. Huh? You have a bedroom in the house, don't you? Yes, I can use it when David is here. So, does that mean you always sleep in the shed when David is on a business trip? I feel stupid asking this, but you're not sleeping in the shed of your own volition, are you, Luna? No. Could it be at my mother's instruction? I'm sorry. Why is Luna apologizing? The one at fault is my mother, right? It's my fault for being an incompetent wife. No, Luna, you're not at fault at all. It's my mother who's crazy for giving such instructions. Could you explain the situation in detail? But if my mother-in-law finds out... It's okay. I'll definitely protect you when this happens. Even so, it might not be possible to leave the house right away. I have to work again tomorrow. Please don't push yourself. I'll be fine. Besides, I don't have a home to run to. This is the only place I have. But I think it would be a good idea to take temporary refuge in your parents' home, Luna. My parents don't care about me at all. Even if I went back to my parents' house, they would just tell me to leave. So that's the background. I see. Leave it to me for now. I'll make sure you won't be treated unfairly. Luna, you've been quite arrogant these past few days. Did you get spoiled because my daughter was nice to you? You even went out to eat, just the two of you, and neglected your housework. What on earth do you think you're doing? What do you mean? We just went out to play together. Huh? What's with that tone? My daughter has already gone home. You no longer have anyone to protect you. Why do you think that? Since David often goes on business trips, it's often just the two of us, isn't it? And you've been abandoned by your parents, so you have nowhere to go, right? If I tell David, he'll throw you out in no time. That's how I gradually concerned you. You're really a piece of work. Huh? Luna, you won't get away with it when you get back. Finish your shopping quickly and return home. I'll give you a proper sermon. Luna won't be coming back. Huh? Sophie. I'm taking Luna home with me right now. Huh? Is it really Sophie? Yeah, I'll take Luna to my house for refuge as is. Mom, you've really been terrible. Sophie, it's not like that. I just scolded Luna because she was being rebellious. This is scolding? It's just bullying your daughter-in-law. And it's not like Luna told me about you, Mom. I just happened to see Luna going to the shed, and that's when I discovered your bullying. You fooled me pretty well. Sophie, listen to me. You said it the other day, didn't you? That Luna has called to me. So I thought I had to be strong, and I acted a bit bossy. There's a reason for it anyway. Mom, I'm sending this from Luna's phone right now, you know? I've seen the conversation so far. So I know you've been bullying her behind the scenes. It's true that Luna was cold to me. Of course she'd be cold. You had her sleep in the shed when her husband David wasn't there. And you've been dumping most of the housework on Luna. And the verbal abuse is way too much. You're just as bad as my former mother-in-law. Don't lump me in with that person. From my perspective, you're the same. It's you who's been taking advantage because Luna doesn't talk back. I've also told David about this. Huh? Of course, I thought he might be the kind of guy who wouldn't protect her like my husband, but it seems he didn't know anything. He was really angry. Sophie, please. Tell David it's a misunderstanding. I'll apologize to Luna properly. Why do I have to do such a thing? You're the one in the wrong, Mom. I won't be able to live with David. I don't want to live alone again. That's because you did it, Mom. Luna has been trying so hard because she wanted to be recognized by you, and this is what happens when you treat her so badly. I apologize. Please let Luna know. I will never be mean again. So please forgive me. At the point where you're trying to win over kind Luna with a crying appeal, you're not reflecting on your actions. David also said that there will be no more living together, and they'll live in my house until they find a new place. Sophie, please. I recognize Luna as my daughter-in-law. That's why there were times when I used strong words. Your excuse is different from earlier, isn't it? You haven't forgotten that the trigger for my divorce was bullying my daughter-in-law, have you? The person who was told never forgets. I don't acknowledge as a mother anyone who wastes a daughter-in-law's kindness, consideration, and efforts to be recognized. Please reflect on your actions and live on your own. I'm really sorry. But you know, as a mother, sons are very precious. If someone tells me I can't let my child go, I wouldn't know what to say. I didn't want to torment Luna. So you're saying it's because she's your daughter-in-law that you find her annoying. It's amazing how you can line up such excuses. And it's amazing that you can say that to me, your own daughter. Stop talking because it's embarrassing. Goodbye. Sophie, wait. Please. Listen to my story. You're not a mother if you're a bully old woman. You sleep in the shed. Try doing everything you've done to your daughter-in-law once yourself. I'll listen to the story after that's over. Sophie, you're my real daughter, aren't you? You can consider your mother a little, can't you? You understand my tough personality, don't you? And real daughters, you know, aren't as kind as daughter-in-laws. After that, it seems my mother was thoroughly chastised by my younger brother when he returned from a business trip. Of course, my brother immediately ended the cohabitation, found a house, and is now living with Luna. My mother, now living alone, has become quite disheartened and tends to stay at home. Furthermore, since my brother has told her to have no further involvement, it's unlikely that she will ever see a child born to my brother and his wife. She now regrets what she did, but I think there is no room for sympathy. Since I've made all contact go through me, Luna shouldn't have to deal with any unpleasant experiences with my mother. If my mother ever seems to do something again, I'll prepare to sternly discipline her. And since the cohabitation ended, Luna has become as cheerful as she was when she first got married, and she occasionally comes over to our house to hang out. I'm glad I was able to notice her being bullied by my mother because she is truly a kind and wonderful person. My mother may have had her own feelings about this, but there's no reason to bully her daughter-in-law. I suppose there will always be various issues for as many couples and families as there are. But for now, I am glad to have eliminated one abusive mother-in-law from this world. I plan to continue supporting my close-knit brother and his wife, wishing for their happiness.
Hey, Emily, why aren't you at the hospital yet? Grandpa's been asking for us.
Hey, I'm still out with a friend. Chill, I'll get there.
You're being really inconsiderate. Grandpa's not doing well, and all you do is party with your friends.
Don't talk to me like that, James. I'm old enough to decide what my priorities are.
It's not just about you, Emily. Grandpa needs us. He's been waiting to see us.
Look, James, Grandpa's lived his life. I'm just living mine.
You're talking like a child, not an adult. You weren't even there for his last birthday celebration.
That's not fair, James. I have a life too.
Life? What life? You don't do anything for Grandpa or even help around the house.
You should let me be, James. I'll be at the hospital shortly.
It's not about letting you be, Emily. We're family. We should be there for each other.
I don't need a lecture from you. I know what I'm doing.
It's not about a lecture, Em. It's about being responsible. You can't just live for yourself.
I'll be there soon, okay? Just give me some time.
It's always soon with you, Emily. You can't keep putting things off.
Well, I don't see you helping either. You're just good at complaining.
I do my part, Emily. I visit Grandpa, I help around the house. You can't just avoid your responsibilities.
Responsibilities? I didn't sign up for this. Grandpa's old and he's had his time.
One day you will be old too. Don't forget that.
I don't care. I'll deal with it when I get there. Right now, I have a life to live.
You're being selfish, Emily. Family matters. You can't just ignore it.
I'm not ignoring it. I'll be at the hospital. You're just too uptight.
It's not about being uptight. It's about being there when it counts.
Well, I'll be there, won't I? So relax.
It's not about just being physically present, Emily. It's about caring and making an effort.
I'll show up, okay? You happy now?
It's not about me being happy. It's about Grandpa having the comfort of seeing both of us.
I said I'll be there, James. Just drop it.
Fine, whatever. Just don't expect anyone to wait around for you all the time.
I won't. I'll be there soon. James, I'm at the hospital, but I can't see anyone in the ward Grandpa was last time. What's going on? James, please respond. I'm getting worried. Where is everyone?
You shouldn't bother looking for Grandpa. He's dead. You promised to come and you're only just doing that? After 2 days?
What? James, don't joke about that. Where is he, really?
Not joking, Emily. He died an hour after you promised you'd be with us.
Oh no. I hate myself right now. I couldn't make it in time. I feel so terrible. I wasn't there to say goodbye.
Yeah, well, if you really cared about saying goodbye, you would have abandoned that party of yours.
James, please, don't say that. You're hurting me with your words.
Maybe you should have thought about that before prioritizing your party over family.
I didn't mean to, James. It's just that I didn't expect this.
Well, life doesn't wait for your plans. Grandpa needed us and you weren't there.
I know, and I regret it. Can you tell me where you are? I want to be there with you.
I'm at Grandpa's old cottage. He loved this place.
I'm on my way. I just need to grab a cab.
Sure. Take your time. It's not like you haven't kept everyone waiting already.
James, please. I said I'm sorry.
Sorry doesn't bring Grandpa back, Emily.
I know, and I wish I could change things. I never wanted this to happen.
Well, it did happen, and now we have to deal with it.
I'm coming, James. Just give me some time. I'll be there.
Fine, whatever. Just don't expect everyone to be waiting around for you.
I won't. I just want to be there now. I need to be with my family.
Funny how you remember that now.
I don't need your anger right now. I need your support.
Support? Where was your support when Grandpa needed it the most?
I get it, James. I messed up. But please don't shut me out completely.
You shut yourself out when you chose that party over being here.
I can't change the past, but I can be here now.
Too little too late, Emily.
I'll be there soon, James. Let's be there for each other. It's what Grandpa would want.
Fine, just hurry up. We need to figure out what to do next. Hey, Emily, I just wanted to let you know that the reading of Grandpa's will is tomorrow at the old cottage.
Okay, I'll be there.
Cool. Well, what have you been up to since Grandpa passed?
Why do you care? Just let me live my life.
I don't mean to pry, I'm just looking out for you, you know?
I'm old enough to take care of myself, James. I don't need you checking up on me.
I know, Emily, but you're the only family I've got now. I feel responsible for you.
Your responsibility is unnecessary. I can handle myself.
I get it, but I can't help worrying. We're family, Em.
Your constant concern feels like those hurtful reminders of our parents' death. Just stop, okay?
I don't mean to bring up bad memories, I care about you.
Well, your caring feels like hovering. I don't like it.
Okay, I'll back off then.
Good. It's annoying.
Anyway, let's not fight. We need to be at the old cottage tomorrow for the will reading.
Yeah, I got it.
It's important, Grandpa's last wishes and all.
I said I got it, James. Stop being so pushy.
I just want to make sure you don't forget.
I won't forget. Jeez, you're acting like I don't care.
I know you care, Em. I just worry, that's all.
Well, stop. I got my own life to deal with.
I know. I just don't want you to go through everything alone.
I'm used to being alone, James. I don't need your help.
I get it. You're independent, but we're still family.
Your version of family is suffocating, James.
I don't want to smother you. I'll try giving you space.
About time. Maybe I'll appreciate that. Hey, big brother. How are you managing your new home, the old cottage?
Hey, Emily. It's lovely.
Haha, lovely? I'm just here looking at all the cash I've got. Can you believe Grandpa gave me $20 million? All you got is that old cottage in the middle of nowhere.
Well, I'm content with whatever Grandpa thought was right.
You're lying, James. I can see it. You must be so disappointed and sad.
No, really, I'm not. Grandpa had his reasons.
Oh, I bet he's a real saint. Giving you a house and land far away from civilization? What a wicked man.
Emily, he had his reasons, I'm sure.
What reasons could justify this? After all your sacrifices and love, this is what he gives you?
I appreciate what he left me. The location doesn't bother me.
Haha, you're too good, James. I'd be furious if I were you.
Well, I'm not. I'm content.
Content with a cottage in the middle of nowhere. Wow.
You should be prudent with the money you've got now.
Prudent? Oh, please, James. I'm too rich to be prudent. I intend to start taking luxury trips, buying expensive jewelry, and rubbing shoulders with the rich.
Seriously, be careful with the people you associate with. Maybe consider investing the money?
Invest? James, I don't have the energy for that. I just want to enjoy my life.
I know you've always been lazy, but be pragmatic now.
Don't you ever call me lazy again, James. What do you even have to show for your hard work? An old cottage and a piece of land? Mind your business, James. I have to go. I'm too busy enjoying myself. Don't have the time for your cheap talks.
Hey James, how are you?
Hey, Mabel, I'm good. How about you?
Not very fine, actually.
What's wrong? You can tell me.
I heard about what happened to you.
What do you mean?
I know about the will.
How'd you find out?
It doesn't matter, James.
It's okay. It's really nothing for you to worry about.
It's not about the will, James. It's something else.
What's the problem then?
I've been thinking, and I'm getting cold feet. Maybe we should part ways.
What? Why?
I just feel it's the best thing for us.
Is this about the will?
Yes. I can't be with you anymore, James. I always thought you'd be successful, but now I see how wrong I was. I want to be with someone successful, not someone who inherits an old house and cheap land.
Mabel, please, don't do this. We made promises to each other.
Promises change, James. I can't be with someone who doesn't have a bright future.
But I can make things work. I can prove myself.
It's too late for that, James. I need someone who has already made it.
Mabel, we can build a future together. It doesn't have to end like this.
James, I've made up my mind. It's over.
You can't just throw everything away because of this.
I can, and I am. I need someone who can provide for me now, not in the future. Love is not enough, James. I need stability, success. I can't wait for you to figure it out.
I can't believe it's ending like this.
Sometimes life takes unexpected turns. I need to do what's best for me.
Mabel, we had plans. We were supposed to face everything together.
Plans change, James. I need to move forward.
I never thought you'd leave me when things got tough.
Life is short, James. I need to make the most of it. Bye, James. You are a nice guy. You will find someone who likes you. No, James. It's time for both of us to move on. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Mabel.
Hey, bro. How are you?
Hey, Brian. I'm good. How about you?
I heard what happened to you, man. I feel so bad for you.
What are you talking about?
I know about the will in the old cottage.
Who told you about that?
Emily told me. She said she felt bad for you.
Emily?
Yeah, and there's something else I need to tell you.
What now?
Emily and I are together. We started dating and we're currently vacationing in the Bahamas.
What? How could you, Brian?
Look, Emily doesn't want me to be friends with you anymore, so I'm ending our friendship. I'm doing this for the love I have for your sister.
Love? Don't give me that. It's about the money, isn't it?
You can see it however you want, James. I love Emily, and that's what matters.
You betrayed our friendship for a relationship based on money, Brian.
It's not that black and white, James. Love is complicated.
Love? This has nothing to do with love. It's about taking advantage of the situation.
You're not seeing it from my perspective.
Your perspective? You're dating my sister, and you're willing to throw away our friendship for it?
I love Emily, James. I hope you can understand that.
Understand? Not only did you break my trust, you also have nothing good in store for Emily.
Well, I can't change how you feel or think. You do what you need to do, James. I'm gonna enjoy my time with Emily.
Enjoy it, Brian, but remember, friendships are built on trust, and you just shattered that.
Whatever, James. Enjoy your old cottage.
Hey, Emily, what are you doing with Brian?
James, just leave me alone.
You don't know what you're doing, Emily. Don't let the money get into your head.
Mind your business, James. Stop being so nosy.
Emily, I'm just looking out for you. Brian can't be trusted. He's after your money.
You don't know anything, James. I love Brian, and he's going to marry me.
You're being deceived, Emily. Brian is not what he seems.
I don't need your opinions, James. I'm old enough to know what's good for me.
Emily, I just care about you. I don't want to see you get hurt.
You're just jealous, James. You can't stand that I found someone who loves me.
It's not about jealousy. Brian's taking advantage of you.
Stop it, James. I won't listen to your lies.
Emily, I don't want to see you make a mistake.
I won't. And Brian is not a mistake.
Emily, he's after the money Grandpa left you. He doesn't love you.
How dare you? You have no right to say that about him.
I have every right when it comes to protecting my sister.
I don't need protection, James. I need you to stay out of my life.
I'm trying to save you from making a huge mistake.
Well, I don't need your saving. Brian loves me, and that's all that matters.
Emily, wake up. Brian is using you for your money.
I said stop it, James. You're just trying to ruin my happiness.
Emily, I don't want to ruin anything. I just want you to see the truth.
The truth? Your truth, James? I don't want to hear it.
Emily, please don't let Brian take advantage of you.
You're the one taking advantage, James. Trying to control my life.
Just want what's best for you.
Well, what's best for me is being with Brian. Now leave me alone.
Fine, but I really hope you think about this.
I've made up my mind, James, and I don't want to hear from you again.
Emily, don't shut me out. I don't want to see you hurt.
You've hurt me enough, James. Never contact me again. Hi, big brother.
Hello?
It's Emily, your sister.
Okay.
I've been looking for you all over the state. I went to the old cottage and there's a beautiful mansion on the land. What did you do to our grandfather's old cottage?
What do you want, Emily?
Stop trying to push me away, James. I need your help.
I'm busy.
I'm in trouble. I need assistance.
I'm not surprised. You're always in trouble.
I'm broke, homeless, and need a loan. I need a place to stay.
Why am I not surprised?
Brian dumped me, ran away with most of my money. I trusted him. He promised to marry me and took advantage.
I told you not to trust him.
This isn't the time for the blame game, James. I need your help.
There's nothing I can do to help you right now.
You don't have to be this way, James. I'm your little sister. Firstly, how did you turn the old cottage into such a beautiful mansion?
I was expecting that question. When Grandpa died, he told me to take care of the basement, especially his books. One day I found a notebook on his reading table with details of an agreement with a company wanting to buy the house and land. He refused at the time. Below it, he left a note saying, "Sell it when the price is right." Also, he left a note explaining why he gave the money instead. Grandpa knew you wouldn't appreciate the value of the house or land. Well, Grandpa was right, seeing as you squandered all the money. After I read Grandpa's letter, I reached out to the company and they were still interested. I ended up selling the land for 10 times the original price. I transformed the house and started a real estate business.
You've done well for yourself. Can you lend me some money?
You mean after you looked down on me and fled with that idiot? I have nothing to give you. I'm sure you'll regret this.
I can't believe you are still very much cold-hearted. You really are evil. I shouldn't have stooped so low and begged you. You know what? I'll be fine without you. Won't you say anything? Fine, keep mute. Loser.
Emily, what did you do to the house? How could you go there when I wasn't around and break all the glass windows?
That's what you get for choosing to be selfish to your sister.
And you didn't stop there. You still went ahead to write all sorts of hurtful comments on the walls.
I wrote exactly what you are, a moron, imbecile, stupid elder brother.
The next time you try anything silly, I'll have you arrested.
I know you can't do that. You are weak. So, are you giving me money or not?
You don't deserve $1. I'm done exchanging words with you.
You will hate what I'm gonna do next. I swear.
I'm done tolerating your ugly behavior. I'm blocking you now.
LOL. You can't. You don't have the heart to do that.
Emily was so pissed that I blocked her. She went over to the house and cut down all the flowers. This time, I got her arrested. She stayed a few days in prison before I eventually bailed her out. Afterwards, she got back with Brian and they began indulging in illegal activities. 2 years later, they were caught with hard drugs and sentenced to prison. And perhaps when she's out, she would turn a new leaf. She learned the hard way.